So I am actually thinking about 2026. I'm in 2026 planning mode and also wrapping up 2025. So I've been a little bit MIA this year and at least towards the end of the year. And I think this started in October after Gucci died. And then 2 months later, Hermes died. So I've been really living in the shadow aspect of death, transitions, saying goodbye, savoring the moments, and making sure that we're not taking things for granted. I think that with so much technology and work and busyness and doing, what I've learned is to savor the little moments, like the moments in between, the moment in between the inhale and the exhale. The moments between the inhale and the exhale. So for example, in the morning, what I've learned is when I have Coco, my other kitten, or Cleo in the bed with me and we're waking up and they want cuddles, or they want like that warmth and that comfort, to not reach for my phone first, or at the very least put my phone down if I did reach for it. Not that it's a good pattern or habit, but hey, we're all human, so we all go through these ebbs and flows of doing what's best for us and getting into bad habits and then breaking the habits and being human and, the whole thing. So I know that being on my phone in the morning is not the best thing. So I'm trying to break that habit. And when Coco comes to me and she wants cuddles and love, I put my phone down and I give her those cuddles and loves, because I don't know if today is going to be her last day. I don't know if today is going to be my last day. We take so much for granted. So those little moments are everything, And so I think if we can live for the little moments and not chase the big moments, because the big moments are coming, but if we can live for these tiny little moments that give us some reprieve and bring us back to the present moment and allow us to really fully be present with the people that are in front of us and the things that are in front of us, then I think that would be a really big shift. So I'm definitely calling in more of that in 2026, and just being more present, being more visible. I think it's so easy when you're going through things to not prioritize being here because life is in session. And for me, I kind of, go in and out of being an extrovert and introvert and a recluse and then a hermit and then coming out and being more social. And I definitely think that 2026 is going to be, we're stepping into the wheel of fortune, which means that we're going to be spun out of control. It means that we really need to stay grounded, find our centers, and learn not to get swayed by all the things that are going to be happening. Next year is also going to be a lot of movement, a lot of travel. So for those of you that felt like, especially me, like you don't want to travel this year, that you really just want to stay put, you want to focus on yourself, you want to be in your little cave, it's time to come out of our cave next year. So I'm really excited about that. I also think 2026 is about visibility and connection and just being more present, being more connected, being more visible, coming out of my shell. I'm also really curious what you think about what is your theme for 2026? What are you calling in? What are you thinking about right now as we're wrapping up the year? 2025 was an interesting year. I think it definitely, for a lot of people, had a lot of challenges. I think to varying degrees, we've all been through. We started off the year very challenging as well, especially with the things that happened in California and the fire. I think for sure it's been a lot, but I think one thing that we're definitely learning is how to be resilient and how to show up for ourselves and how to not take things for granted. That's another theme for 2026. Slow living and not taking things for granted, I think, is a really big thread. And I think another thing is just like honing our craft and really feeling fueled by what it is that we're doing and the service that we're giving. I think that's also really valuable, to feel fulfilled personally and also to have more joy, to have more fun. And, focusing on health and well-being as always, because we are only ever going to be as happy as we are healthy. And I think health is the most important thing that we have for ourselves, and living clean and detoxing from all things that don't serve us, whether it's energetic or physical or, nutrition related, whatever it is, it's time to let that shit go. So have an incredible new year, and I hope to see you in the new year with fresh energy and, just feeling a little bit more rejuvenated and like lighter. I think energetically lighter is also really important. And technically, to be quite fair, I am, even though the fiscal year is January to December and we're ending the year for taxes, I'm going to start going back to March being the beginning of the new year. Over the last 2 years, I have actually allowed myself to feel all of winter, and winter, like January and February, is still months of planning and getting ready for spring to come, which is the beginning of the new year. So I'm really this year stepping into aligning my business with actually all the projections and all the goals to start in March when we actually have them written down and ready. So that's what I'm doing now, is getting all of that going. So Happy New Year, and technically see you in March for more of Happy New Year, because we're going to do 2 Happy New Years this year. Why not? Why not? Who writes the rules here? We do. Let's not forget that we are empowered individuals that are adults, and we get to write the rules of our lives. So let 2026 be a year where you feel empowered to break the rules of society and create new rules that actually are more beneficial to you and that work better for you. So that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to have a really quiet New Year's Eve and a really quiet New Year's Day. And Friday, we're back at work. And I'm probably going to continue to learn how to optimize my SEO via LLMs and AI, and continue to work on my 2026 goals for the clinic and personally. So see you on the flip side.